Let us know your unpopular opinion. 800-682-1075. I'll go first. I don't think Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up is funny. I don't. Like his show, his stand-up, I just don't think it's great. I think he's so overrated as a stand-up. Many think he's the greatest of all time. No, not in my top 10.
I would say the only argument I would have about that, Jared, at least can you see he's just different and he triggers different, unique people. He has like a niche.
Well, no, I mean he's been very successful. I love the show Seinfeld.
Yeah,
I love him when he guest spotted on Curb Your Enthusiasm. But his stand-up, I'm just like, he says the greatest of all time. Not in my top 10. Get on my face with Seinfeld. Now, I appreciate he doesn't cuss because that makes it harder. But
yeah, that's another thing.
No,
I thought
like
because
that.
he's goody two shoes, you like that stuff.
I think Jim Gaffigan's 10 times funnier, and he doesn't cuss.
Oh, I think the opposite. I'm not into him. I bet you Seinfeld, if he went on tour, would have a ton of people show up.
I would probably even go so I could be like, not funny. He's like, I'm a billionaire. I'm like, all right. So what is your unpopular opinion? 800-682-1075. Jason Goodman.
I don't think Katie is that nice.
You unpopular in this room or just by our listeners?
Or if I don't want to be personal.
No, you can be personal. That's fine.
Fine.
Yeah. I think most of our listeners think Katie's the nicest woman on earth.
Well, she can be.
She can be. She can be very
nice.
nice.
She can be. Maybe that's too harsh. Mine is probably, I think, what's the girl from Modern Family, the one that everybody thinks is hot?
Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, I don't think she's that hot.
Really?
A lot of people think she's hot. I just don't find her hot. I feel like if she walks by me, it's kind of so jiggly that something's going to smack me and knock me down. That's the reason she's hot.
Strongly disagree. What is your unpopular opinion? 800-682-1075. Man, Kiss, or Matt?
I can't stand animal print clothing.
Is that
animal print?
What?
Yeah, animal
Really?
print clothing. I think it's too trashy.
Okay.
I love animal print.
I assumed you would.
Well, I didn't think it was trashy. I thought it was a hint of trash. Like the leopard print, I love it.
See, my wife was wearing a dress this weekend and was going to wear like an animal print sweater over top. And I asked her, or she asked me, she said, do these necklaces go well with this dress? I said, yeah, you look nice. I said, for now. And she said, what do you mean? I said, as soon as you put that sweater on, it's not going to look good.
Was it a leopard print type thing?
I think so. It was like some big animal, leopard, cheetah, something.
Yeah, I like the leopard print. That's in right now, too, I think. The leopard print. I saw, what are the tight pants that women always wear? It looks like they're working out, but they're not.
The yoga pants.
Yoga pants.
I guess
Yeah.
yoga pants are smooth.
Lululemon, yeah.
Smooth. Those pants in leopard print looks very good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of leopard print either.
Yeah, see, I don't
print. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't mind the
I don't
yoga
mind it.
pants. I don't mind any of that stuff. But as soon as you put on animal print, I'm like, no.
You think it's trash?
And just because it's in trend right now doesn't mean it's right. I mean,
Yeah, that's
perms
true.
were a trend.
Yeah, well,
At the time, it was right.
it's
No.
your unpopular opinion. A lot of
And
people
you
love it.
wish you had a perm, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it could either be bald or a perm. I'll take a perm.
Perm, no doubt.
All right, 800-682-1075. Your unpopular opinion. People are like, I can't believe you believe that. Let's go to intern Squidward.
I just don't understand why people think Friends is funny. I've seen multiple episodes. I just don't understand the hype, how it got so big, how everyone's obsessed with it, like how it's still relevant today. It makes no sense.
It's a humongous show, Squid, first of all. Even now, years later, the reason why is because you came from a different planet.
I guess.
Your culture is so different than Friends, it's hard for you to relate.
I guess.
So you don't think it's funny?
I just seem like the episodes I've seen, it just seems corny, and I don't understand the hype at all.
Wow.
All right, unpopular.
I don't like it. I don't like this segment because he is wrong.
He's obviously did it right because most people would disagree with you.
Yeah.
But he is wrong.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, he's wrong. The show's funny. But
Yeah,
it's
I mean, it's one of the biggest
I
shows
think
of all time.
countless other sitcoms that are funnier.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, your unpopular opinion, 800-682-1075. Josh, what is your unpopular opinion?
The restaurant, the Melting Pot, is not all it's cracked up to be.
Okay. Are they even here anymore?
You pay
Yeah, are they here?
You pay $20 to $30 for them to bring you out raw food that you have to sit there and watch cook on your table.
Not your thing. Well, that's what an unpopular opinion is. Yeah, most people would disagree.
Yeah,
with
that's true. I think a lot of people. It's a very good. If you want to talk about something like, say, you're going on a first-time date,
yes,
and you want to have conversation, and you know how it could be awkward.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is a distraction. And
right.
Oh, good. Oh, that came out good. It's just there's some talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And as a guy, if let's say you're dating, not if you're married, but if you're dating, and they're like, "Oh, where'd he take you?" And they say melting pot. They're like, "Ooh, that's like a fancy place to go."
All right,
but it's unpopular.
Yep.
Let's go to Alyssa. Alyssa, what is your unpopular opinion?
Yeti products, like a Yeti cooler or water bottle.
What about them?
I just don't see the sense in paying for $25 for a water bottle when it has to have the Yeti name.
Okay, so you think they're overrated?
She has a point. Like, I mean, you see now there's things made just as good as Yeti, literally, and they're less than half the price. There's just something about that name.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is the new one? There's a new tumbler that women are obsessed with.
The Stanley Cup.
The Stanley Cup, which is very confusing because that's what
Unpopular
you win
as well.
if you win the NHL playoffs. So like, hey, I got the Stanley Cup. Like, no, you don't. You didn't go to the NHL.
I mean, there was a lot of
you, Alyssa.
knockoffs of Yeti more than ever. I mean, think about it. When Yeti first came out, they were the ones. That was the metal. There was fake Yetis. I got fake Yetis from China one time by accident. I ordered.
Right.
And it was like very distinct. And now a metal cup, everybody is giving them away. Their companies, they're just not Yetis a lot of times.
Right.
But Yeti still somehow manage it. But they've evolved. They have dog bowls that are Yeti that cost $150 a dog bowl. I mean, they have blankets. They have backpacks. They have everything. They're usually built pretty strong.
Well, obviously it's a good brand. They've done well.
I can't remember who it was, but last year for Christmas, somebody asked me if my wife would want a Stanley Cup, and I was like, no, she hates hockey. Why would she want this?
I seriously
had no idea what it was.
I didn't know what it was till last week. I think you told me that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Let's go to Travis. What is your unpopular opinion?
I can't stand Dolly Parton.
What?
Wow.
The nicest woman on earth?
How come, Travis?
She's gross looking. All her songs suck, and it costs $10 for a piece of pizza at Dollywood.
Well,
about
any
her.
theme park's going to cost a lot of money, but I mean, first of all, she's super nice. Second of all, she's old as hell.
This is the poor little girl from Tennessee. Costs $50 to have lunch there.
All right, Travis. I like your strong opinion. I disagree with you.
Yeah, I disagree.
She even gives free books out to kids.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She does like
And she's like donated millions of dollars to causes. And,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dollywood's a very clean park. And I'll tell you one thing. To me, when I went to Dollywood and compared to another park, I'm paying the same exact amount for some homeless person by the garbage can.
Yeah, their prices are actually pretty good.
They're not terrible.
Especially if you go like a 2-day pass, it's like they do like a steep discount. Well, at least when I was there, like a steep discount for day
They
2. Disney, it's like you paying the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can save 2 cents if you come another day. I'm like, okay.
Disney is the most expensive place on the face of the planet, right? But I will say this: Carowinds, the first time ever they've been open all year. Did you know that? Yeah, in the winter and everything. We just went there.
Oh, all year.
all year.
Yeah,
first time,
right.
half the price. But
Wow.
half the rides don't seem to be open either.
Oh, because of the
Yeah.
weather. I got you. Yeah.
Well, I just don't think it's like a trimmed down version of what they usually are.
Yeah, because I think there's many roller coasters. If it's below a certain temperature, they can't run or they're not as safe. But that makes it more exciting. It freezes while you're on there and it falls off the track. I have the gold member. I'm a gold member there. Don't want to brag. All right, Tony, what is your unpopular opinion?
I can't stand Shawn Mendes as an artist.
Whoa.
Okay.
Like, he really seems like a good dude, and like his songs are actually pretty decent, but I just hate it every single time I hear one of his songs.
Is it
He's
because
a good dude. You
makes
like his songs, but you don't like.
Does it make you think of him like the way he is when the song comes on?
No, I think it's just his voice and just kind of just how he sounds in general. Again, super nice guy. Like, I think he'd probably be fun to hang out with, but I just hate every song that he's ever came out with.
You're just a bona fide hater, just hating for no reason.
And I believe,
Yep.
I believe he's rumored to be dating Sabrina Carpenter now.
Ooh.
I just saw that.
And Sabrina Carpenter lately, if you ever notice, she comes up on my Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Is like now she's gone to the trash zone.
Oh, has she?
She is half naked and everything.
Nuh-uh.
Absolutely. She is trying to be the sexiest Sabrina Carpenter she's ever been.
She's
Yeah. She's came in here before. Remember?
Yeah, she came in here. She was like, I remember. She was 17 and, very wholesome and very nice.
Very
like,
nice.
Over the top nice to us, which you would think everyone would be, but they're not in general. But she was like super
Very
nice.
nice.
And we have a video of her doing some performance in here that I think has got like 1 million views if you want to check it out on YouTube. But apparently she's naked now. Rachel, what is your unpopular opinion?
I do not think that going out drinking is fun.
You get blood.
What are you talking about?
Drink. You get wasted half the time. You can't even remember what you did, and then the next day you end up being hungover and feel terrible.
Have you done this before?
Multiple times.
Yeah, she'll like it.
Have you experienced trauma in your life or no?
You need to go to therapy.
Usually people applaud you if you don't, but drink, you're like, you need to drink.
You go to hell. What kind of an unpopular opinion is that?
Rachel, in this
That's
country,
the most in the history of America.
Yeah, it's like
Are you even from here?
You need rehab.
Rachel, you're just better off just slapping Jason Goodman's kids in the face. You'd be less offended. All right, Rachel, thank you. That's why it's unpopular. Shermina, what is your unpopular opinion?
Beyonce. She cannot sing at all.
Wow. At all?
Queen Bee.
Wow.
Man.
I think everybody just likes her body. That doesn't mean that she can sing.
Okay.
She does have a nice body.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think Beyonce, I think she can sing. I just think she can be a little overrated because she doesn't. It's ever since the Super Bowl thing, it's like Rihanna has way more bona fide overall hits in the country than Beyonce does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and,
Right?
right, and in a shorter period of time because Rihanna's put out a lot fewer albums, and so if you even put in like the efficiency rate of Rihanna or hit to song ratio is way higher for Rihanna.
But I think Beyonce has something about her that's like people, even women, are just drawn to the way she comes across and the way she does things. It's more than her music.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
She's a brand and the Queen Bee, and I speak for women, and then my husband cheats on me and I'll stay with him, or whatever. Which I just
My
don't.
sister will beat you up in the elevator.
Right. I mean, so she's experienced everything that women can probably relate to, right?
Yeah.
And then real quick, Ashley, what is your unpopular opinion?
I think that the TV show The Office is overrated. It is not a good show,
Disgusting.
and everybody loves that show, I feel like.
I'm disgusted with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little nichey. You got to understand that humor.
I do. I did see the interview recently with the guy who played the guy that carries the chili. Looks like me.
Kevin.
Kevin. I mean, if you had to pick a character from, and he said during the pandemic, the most watched show anywhere in the world of all time was The Office, and hadn't been on the air for 8 years.
I believe
Wow.
It was
I still
streamed
watch it.
so much on Netflix. It's the most watched show.
It's
8
great.
years after they made their last episode, more people watched it then than they did even when it was on TV.
You know, another thing real quick about that is I think that show is like, it's not as so sometimes when you first watch it, it takes you a second to understand the characters. Then it becomes even funnier.
Right.
When a show's like super funny off the bat, sometimes it loses its lust after a couple years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes time to develop, and then once you're in it, it's like over the top. It's funnier than ever.
Yeah, and once you're in it, you could like watch episode 4 on season 7, and you don't even have to know what's going on,
Right.
and it's really funny once you know the
Because you know the
characters.
characters.
Yes, and it's 22 minutes, and it's just like this is great.
Easy to watch.
You know it's gonna be fun. You're not gonna feel upset when you're watching it.
Right.
Forget about your troubles for 22 minutes. All right, many unpopular opinions. We'll post it on social media. You can comment there if you didn't get through on the phones.